Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 6. This is your teacher Miss Yusra Mughal and I welcome you again in our virtual class which is organized by Metropolitan School. Right? So what we are going today, we are going to revise today our very own lessons, that is lesson 25, the library. Right? So we have learned and we have read this lesson before in our syllabus, right? But what happened in that very lesson, that in this chapter we are going to discuss about the rules and the criteria to go on the library, and at what criteria that you people can find the books, right? So in the library, what you will have to do, firstly, whenever you enter in the library, there is a reception area. You will have to go there, ask reception that you want a book of fiction, non-fiction and encyclopedia. In every library, there are 3 portions of those books, right? So whatever you want to read, so you can ask the receptionist about that, or you may call the librarian about it, and then the librarian or the lab assistant will give you the further information regarding that which book is on which shelf, right? And have you remembered that we have gone on the library, and I visited the library at that very time, and we have recorded the video, and in that video we have discussed so many things, that there are different sort of shelves in which different types of books are being placed, and the librarian should issue you the books with the help of the card, right? So library is the very informative place. The library is a very good place to go, and reading is a very good habit, right? So moving towards the exercises of this very lesson, there is an exercise A on page number 132 and exercise B on page number 132, which is included in your text copy, in which you will have to write down what you will have to give the one word, right? The person who is acting is called the actress, and there is another exercise, that is exercise B on the very same page. Now there is one more important thing that is included in your textual lessons, and what are those things? Those important things are the vocabulary meanings, the idiom phrases meanings and the phrasal verb meanings. If you have of the phrasal verb meanings or whatever all 3 meanings in your copy, so you will have to learn those meanings, because it can give you more vocabulary so that you can speak a good word, speak good English, right? It is helpful to you people as well. So then we have some of the grammar exercises, and the grammar exercises which is on page number 133. And what you will have to do in this exercise, you will have to join the sentences together using where, right? So there are some pair of sentences given to you people, and what you will have to do, you will have to join the sentences by using what? By using the word where, right? Moving towards another exercise, that is exercise B of page number 134, and what you will have to do in this exercise, you will have to join these words using when and leave out words in italics. So you will have to join the words by using when, and whatever the words in italics are written, you will have to leave out. It means that there is no need to write those words which are given in the italics, right? Now there is another exercise on the same page, that is page number 134, and what you will have to do in this exercise, you will have to finish the sentences using where and when, right? So you will have to finish the sentences by using what? Where and when, right? So you will have to do it accordingly. Examples are being given to you in the books as well, and so on that we have done this exercise in our classrooms as well, right? Moving towards our very next chapter, that is the lesson 29, the road safety code. So we have read about so many things about the road safety, right? That how can we be a good driver, a good rider, a good pedestrian right? So we have so many rules in every part of the world about the road safety, and those very rules are being are being taught in the lesson, the road safety code, right? So there in this lesson that we have discussed about the zebra crossing, about the things we have learned about curb drill, we have learned about the pedestrian crossing. So we have some different sort of some major sort of traffic rules, and we have discussed all those traffic rules in very much detail in this lesson. So if you want to learn about more and more about those lessons, you will have to go through the reading of that very lesson, so you can understand it very clearly again that what is being done in this chapter, right? Moving towards the exercises, that is exercise A on page number 153. You will have to do what? You will have to use these words to complete the sentences below. So there are some words given to you people, and what you will have to do with that very sentences, that you will have to complete the sentences by using those words which are given, right? So moving towards your grammar exercises, this is the text exercise, and for the text exercise we have same the vocabulary meanings, idiom phrases meaning, and the phrasal verbs meaning as well, right? So now there are grammar exercises. This is exercise A on page number 155, and this exercise have 4 parts, right? In the 4 parts, this exercise has been given to you different types, that how can you solve it out, right? So we have part 1 on page number 155, we have part 2 and 3 on page number 156, we have part 4 on page number 157. So let me discuss you that what you will have to do in this very exercise. So my dear students, on page number 155 you will have to do what? Change the sentences below as in the examples, right? So there are some different way of saying different sentences. So there is an example given to you people, that he sold stamps to all the stamp collector in the school, and there is a word which is under bracket, that is them. So what you will have to do with that, you will have to say this word or write this sentence in another way. So he sold them stamps is the another way of saying this sentence, right? Moving towards the another one, that is he gave them a present, and the thing which is written under bracket, that is everyone in the class. So he gave a present to everyone in a class. This is how the 5 sentences or 6 sentences has been done, right? So part 3 is Mr. Ashraf made him a kite, under bracket to his under bracket is his youngest son. So we can say it sentence like Mr. Ashraf made a kite for his youngest son. So there is another part, that is part D of page number 156, part 4. I have written over there in counting, that is Mr. Ali made him a kite, and in under bracket written his youngest son. So Mr. Ali made a kite for his youngest son. This is how these all parts should be done, right? So moving towards another exercise, the exercise under the heading of useful words and phrases, and the exercise is on the same page, page number 157, and what you will have to do in this very exercise, you will finish these sentences using from. What you will have to use in all these sentences, you will have to use from in all these sentences, right? So we have discussed the different uses of from, and you have seen that there are some sentences given to you people, and before that there is an exercise, you will have to solve it accordingly. So moving towards our very important section, that is our poetry section, and as we all know that by the very hard work and the efforts by our very own academic director Sir Danish Javed, we came to know about different types of beautiful writing and beautiful book, a very informative and easiest way of poetry, a easiest way of delivering a strong message in a form of poetry, right? So we have those two poems which are included in our very syllabus, that is The Cute Kitten Cove and Buddy Up with Books. I hope that you people have already read those two poems very carefully, and after the poems there is a portion you have called Ponder Poetically, in which some sentences, in which some questions are given to you people, and what you will have to do, you will have to answer all those questions, right? So there is a very compulsory or a very important question, that is the rhyming words. The rhyming words are those words which gives you the same sound words, right? So what you will have to do, there are some words given to you people from the poem, and you will have to make the rhymes of those words, rhyming words of those words which is not included in your poem, and that words coming from outside of your poem, right? So this is how the exercises of poems should be done in your copy. I hope, my dear students, that you people may got this lesson very informative and very useful, and I hope that all these lessons are very helpful for you people to prepare yourself for the examinations, right? So best of luck for your exams. See you. Allah Hafiz.